Hey people, it's Thursday, November the 5th. It is 1:53 in the afternoon. And I'm here in Little Norway Park, which is down near the foot of Bathurst Street, right near the Lake Ontario shoreline, west of downtown. You can see CN Tower and some of the South Core buildings off in the distance, but we'll be getting a closer look at those because I'm going to walk into the core along Lakeshore Boulevard. So this is a neat little park I have never actually walked around in before. It's a beautiful day today. The weather has warmed up considerably in the last few days. It was close to freezing just a few days ago, and now it's in the high teens Celsius. I think 18 degrees today. And I was wearing my hoodie, but I actually had to take it off and carry it because it was just way too hot. Oh, there's a nice weeping willow. And this street, Quay, leads to the Billy Bishop Airport Tunnel, which I just shot a video of right before starting this video. And that was really cool. Something I've wanted to check out for several years now. So now we're just crossing Queen's Quay. I just realized I had sunglasses before, and now I don't know where they are. And here they are. Okay. I put them in my hoodie pocket, I guess, I think, when I was walking through the tunnel, because the lighting in there was a bit on the dim side. Alright, all is well now. That would have irked me if I lost these sunglasses. I've had them for a good 10 years. I've managed to hold on to them. So here we are now, just coming up to Lakeshore Boulevard West, and we'll be walking east. Now this is an interesting new development. This old warehouse building stood here for decades, since the early 1900s, I believe, and it fell into disrepair. It was all broken down and gritty looking, but still, you know, a great old building. And then a developer purchased it and proceeded to tear it down, and it was gone. But then the cool thing is they rebuilt it, or at least rebuilt the exterior walls of it and incorporated it into this new condo development. And now it's the location of a new Loblaws grocery store for the neighborhood. But they did a great job rebuilding this old building. It looks, you'd never know that it was completely torn down at one point. The only downside is the actual condo towers that they built are really unattractive. Just gray spandrel, just cheap looking buildings that do not do this old building justice at all. But that's just me being picky about architecture, or lack of architecture. Now, Lakeshore Boulevard runs for quite a distance along the south end of the city, alongside the Gardiner Expressway for much of its length. But up ahead, it actually runs underneath the Gardiner Expressway as it passes through the heart of downtown, and we'll be walking along that route. I've never done that in a video yet, as far as I know. At least not for any length of time. There was one video I think I did where I walked underneath part of it for a little ways, but not for its entire length. So it's time for that now. I wasn't even sure if I could walk underneath the expressway through the whole route, so on my way here I tried it just to see if it was possible, and it is. So now, at least on my way back this way into the core, I won't kind of get lost or take a wrong turn or not know what I'm doing, although don't hold it past me, it might still happen. If it does, please bear with me. Now, the Gardiner here was constructed, I think, in the late 50s to early 60s. I'm not exactly sure, but it's around 60 years old anyway. and it's definitely showing its age. It's under a constant state of repair. They've pumped untold millions of dollars into this thing to keep it from falling down. And it is a bit of an eyesore, I agree, but at the same time, driving into the downtown when you're up on the Gardiner heading in this direction is a pretty awesome experience because the views are amazing. You can see the downtown in a way that you would never be able to from street level. And up ahead through those towers at South Core, the Gardiner weaves right between these massive condominium towers and office buildings, and it looks like something out of Tokyo or some future sci-fi movie. Some of these condo buildings that have recently been built come extremely close to the sides of the expressway as well. It almost looks like someone living in one of these buildings could reach out and high-five someone driving by in a car. That's looking up Spadina Avenue. There you can see Lake Ontario just a block down. This is the Spadina Loop where the streetcar turns around. Some people might think I'm taking my life in my hands walking underneath here. considering there have been reports over the years of chunks of concrete falling from underneath the expressway and hitting cars and pedestrians. I don't think anyone has been killed, but even so. There I can see the Sky Dome across the way. Now, admittedly, this isn't the most attractive route to be walking compared to Queen's Quay right there, but I've done videos of Queen's Quay on more than one occasion. I think it's time for something a little grittier, a little different. This is still Toronto, by the way. Not all of Toronto is beautiful. Lots of parts of it are the opposite of beautiful. But that's what makes it interesting. I think every great big city has to have parts that are less appealing and beautiful parts that the tourists like. I'm not sure if all these cars are just parked here just so they have a place to park, or if there's a reason why they're here. These are cars of construction workers, maybe? I'm not sure. People in this city tend to park anywhere they can if they think they can get away with it. As long as they don't have to pay anything, they'll take a chance. cool how this comes to such a sharp point at this end. That's 10 York condominiums. You can see the lobby of this condo. It's pretty snazzy, pretty fancy. Crossing York Street. Got some cool vistas here. The buildings towering over the expressway. That's ICE condominiums. And that's Maple Leaf Square. And that's the new CIBC Square office tower. And this is Harbor Plaza. And the One York office building. And there's a cool shot of the Royal York Hotel. which is pretty hard to see from the lake side of downtown, because it's mostly blocked by all these new buildings now. So when you can find a little breakage in the wall of condos like this, or a certain angle where it's visible, it's always cool to see. I think that's the old Toronto Harbour Commission building. That building used to be located directly on the waterfront, but they filled in more and more, so now it's several hundred feet inland. Now, I've mentioned in another video that at one time the Lake Ontario shoreline extended all the way up to Front Street, which is a couple blocks north of this location. There's Scotiabank Arena just across the way where the Toronto Raptors and the Toronto Maple Leafs play. We are crossing Bay Street. Looking up into the heart of the financial district. And there's the new GO bus terminal. It's been built at the base of CIBC Square. The current GO bus terminal will be demolished to make way for a second office tower, which is basically a twin of this first one. And I think that new bus terminal is slated to open very soon. And then once it's open, they'll begin demolition of the existing terminal. And we're now crossing Yonge Street. So from here, Lakeshore Boulevard keeps snaking east along Lakeshore through the East Bayfront section of the city, which is a newly developing area. But I think I'll end my walk under the Gardiner here. And I will head up Yonge Street and head on home to start uploading these videos. So I'll just walk underneath this rail corridor. And after I emerge from the darkness on the other side, I'll wrap it up. And I'll just point out this one last thing. This is the existing Go bus terminal. So this will be demolished as soon as they open up that new, much larger indoor terminal in the base of this office building right here. So, I hope you enjoyed this walk along Lakeshore Boulevard underneath the Gardiner Expressway. Bit of a different view of Toronto, but still a legit view. Toronto has all kinds of different aspects to it, and I like them all. So I hope you liked it too. If you did, please by all means subscribe to my channel. Like, share, comment, tell your friends. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I post at least every other day, but lately I've been posting daily. And keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.